Hey and welcome, msKIRAspeaks. Before we get started, I ask that you watch the videos till the end, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. We are here for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 14, Episode 1, The Edge of Fashion. The ladies are back, y'all, and I'm going to try to give this to you recap/chat style because y'all are not about to tear me up in the comments. You ladies do not play when it comes to the housewives, okay? And that opener was everything, baby, okay? I think that was the trailer for the season, if I'm not mistaken. Our housewives for the season are Kandi, Drew, Marlo, Kenya, Sheree, and introducing Sanya. My favorite tagline? It's Miss Kandi. I ain't never skipped a beat or a bag. Come on, Kandi. I also like Sanya's. I may be a rookie, but this ain't my first race, and I am here to see what Miss Thing brings to the table, okay? What was your favorite tagline? So we see Kenya, and she's at dance class, and she's in LA for Dancing with the Stars. And does Miss Kenya have a thing for her dance partner? I am not mad at her, okay? So Kandi comes in, and she's got a cute little two-piece like jogger kind of set on, because you know, Kandi, she keeps it comfy, but she keeps it, you know, she give you a little sprinkle of style. And then Marlo comes in to slay, honey, okay? She has on a dress reminiscent of something that Kenya has already wore. Okay? Ma'am says she is from St. Petersburg and Clearwater, Florida. The producer tells her, no need to act brand new. The people already know who you are. Child, folks from Florida is crazy. How do you guys feel about Miss Marlo finally getting that peach? So Marlo says she went to Drew's doctor to get a hair transplant to get them edges together, okay? And while the ladies are talking, Marlo mentions that she's casually dating this guy and she doesn't know what he does for a living. The people still don't know what you do. Kandi, she got jokes, y'all. So Marlo is having a gala for Le Archive, a fashion showroom that rents designer pieces. They rent out exclusively to TV productions, movies, and celebrity clients. So no boobies. Y'all are not about to run in there and rent y'all a little something, something. She said she just did a huge project with Tammy Roman for a new show, and I was wondering if that's for Unfaithful because I cannot wait to see it. And here comes Sheree. Sheree is back and Tyrone is home, but he's being paroled in Philly, so I'm curious to see how that's going to work out. Sheree, she says that Kenya has changed for the better after having Brooklyn because she was evil. And then we get back to talking about Tyrone, how she's only seeing him twice a month, and now she's decided to be abstinent. The girls, they're not trying to hear none of that, but Sheree, she just wants to be sure. Kenya says she is not fully divorced, and they just took a family trip in June, which was the last time he saw Brooklyn. Kenya says they could be divorced, but Mark isn't signing them papers. In my Usher voice, in case you didn't catch it. Kenya says she is done, and the ladies say she looks happy. We have a little chat with Kandi, who says her and Todd are far too busy working to have the sex life that they desire. Marlo is still in Muncie mode with Mike and William, 14 and 12. And if you guys don't know, the boys are under Marlo's care because her sister's in jail. And it's been 3 years already, guys, how time flies. And she's really taking good care of these boys. And it's refreshing to see we get that softer side of Marlo that we so desperately need because, you know, Marlo, she could be a little rough around the edges sometimes. So Drew, she's still with her husband, Ralph. And we find out that Ralph played football as a receiver for Rutgers, but he didn't play. And we find all this out while they're heading to the gym. When we get to the gym, we finally get to meet Sanya. She is a 4-time Olympic gold medalist sprinter, and her husband, Aaron, is a 2-time Super Bowl champ. Come on with the black excellence. I think they make a great addition to the show. Drew is part of Drop It with Drew, a 21-day weight loss program. They provide meal plans, workouts, both virtual and in person. And so then Drew goes and tries to beat a gold medal sprinter in a race. And yeah, no. Ma'am says she is the fastest American woman to ever run the 400 meter. And we find out from the shady producers that she also has a bronze medal that she doesn't talk about, the shade. She says if she were going full speed, she would be on the other side of Atlanta before Drew could even touch the wall. Okay. Ma'am says she is trying to figure out how she's supposed to drop it with Drew when Drew can't even drop it into a squat. And I said Sanya is going to fit here just fine, okay? Drew and Ralph, they're still in counseling, and it seems that they found another couple to kick it with. Sanya and her husband have been married for 11 years and together for 18, by the way. So Ralph is already up to the doggone shenanigans. He's writing a book. He needed an assistant. He got a female assistant. Drew claims that the assistant was sending messages to his phone saying that she could give him a massage. So Drew, she took her kids and she went to Chicago. I mean, obviously she's back now, but in a conversation with Sanya, she tells her that Ralph said if it was between her and his dreams, that he'd choose his dreams. And here we are, starting with the BS at the beginning of the season already again with these two. So we finally get to see Brooklyn, and she's 2 and she's super cute, y'all. And we've come a long way from seeing the poor baby's face blurred out on the TV. So while Kenya is kicking it, she gets a knock knock at the door, and Marlo has sent some woman that is dressed in this beautiful gowns to her door, as well as Kandi, Drew, and Sanya. And she comes up. Let me just build the picture for you. She got a laptop like this. She can open the laptop like this, right? Okay. And she is inviting the girls to her fashion exhibit of her showroom. I thought it was a gala, but okay. And Kenya, she was not impressed. Oop, you know Kenya. She says it could have been better. So we get to see Sanya's beautiful home, and she's had the home redone because her parents have come to live with her. Sanya tells us that her parents moved to the States when she was 12, but they are Jamaican through and through. So Sanya talks about meeting her husband at the University of Texas, and they have a son. Hubby wants a daughter. The son, he wants a dog. Again, I ain't mad at him. So he leaves. Sanya says she's scared because after they had the last baby that he kind of checked out. And her mom's like, listen, 2 babies is a lot. Her dad's talking about, I'll fix the formula. But Miss Thing was like, we gonna see about all of that. So Drew, she invites over Kandi and Sanya to give her feedback on the meal prep for her company. Sanya and Kandi used to have the same hairstylist, so they've hung out before. 2 thumbs up for that. So Drew tells the ladies that she went ahead and got a hysterectomy and told them, go ahead and take care of that mommy makeover while you're there. And to maintain, she did drop it with Drew and lost 25 pounds in 3 weeks just eating clean. But Kandi and Sanya, they're not buying it. They say the food is good and they start talking about the workout, and this leads to the conversation about Ralph and his assistant that he fired, and then Ralph walks in the door. Drew says she still sees the woman's name pop up on the phone every now and again. And Sanya says if your wife is uncomfortable, then that's a problem. Ralph, he starts copping a plea, and then he talks about his back was hurting, and I'm just like, okay, Ralph. And then he tap dances around his response, which is, I'm a guy. I was trying not to go off on a tirade because I have a time schedule here, and I don't want to make this review super long because it's supposed to be a recap. But Ralph, Drew, you need to let Ralph go. Ralph is a hot mess, and Ralph is for the streets, apparently. So it's gala day, and everybody's showing up black tie attire-ish. And Sheree says it looks like a department store, and everyone is chatting and trying to figure out what it is they have to look forward to. Marlo is still getting ready while the folks are waiting, and Kenya shows up looking fab, fresh off her elimination from Dancing with the Stars. Kenya says, the ballroom is outstanding, but where's the food? Where's the decor? Honey, you rented out a ballroom with no ball. How dreadful. Kenya's a mess, y'all. So then Kenya and Sanya clown Le Archive for being spelled wrong. And then Drew tries to make amends with Kenya. She wants a clean state. Kenya agrees, and in her confessional, she says she can make nice with Drew, but she throws a little shade when Drew asks, do you still have my number? I never saved it. So Marlo shows up with her nephews, dressed and late, and then she tells us she has a belt that Foxy Brown wore, a YSL bag that Beyonce had, and Kandi says she's too short for Marlo's fashion. I mean, it was really nice pieces, but It's for the celebrities anyway. Drew asked, can she put in an order? Or Marlo wants to know when's the last time she had a gig. So the ladies, they share a quick kiki. And then Marlo was like, yeah, girl, you can. And she goes off to do a wardrobe change. Marlo says she has the A-listers there, honey. But the ladies, they were looking for some models in the fashions. When Marlo comes back out, Sheree says Marlo's dress looks like the Kandi her grandmother used to give her to stay quiet in church. Dead. Marlo says that she was giving the girls a museum. Okay, no fashion show, no runway, museum. Look at the pieces, admire them. Okay. And Sanya and Sheree are over there being messy. And then we're getting the shady banter about Kenya. Child. So Kandi wants to tell Kenya about Ralph, and Drew, she agrees, and Kandi has gone and found the ladies' social media. So they're on the page and looking, and just know that Ralph is about to be here with the mess again this season. I said it, I say it again, and I'm over Ralph already on episode 1. So Marlo, she wants to address the comments, and then she ends up cussing at Kenya. Kandi says they all said something, and Marlo tells Drew that she wouldn't expect her to understand. Y'all gonna get some shade in Housewives. You already know this. In her confessional, Kenya wants to know if Sanya is the new bone collector in training, and somehow we're clowning Drew's hair. Did we say it looked like a croissant? I can't remember. And then Kenya tells Marlo to learn how to read. The ladies, they're talking money, and it's just over my little head. And Miss Marlo tells them to keep hating, and she walks away, and that is where we end, honey child. Okay, this season looks really promising. What did you guys think of the first episode? Drop your thoughts on down below in the comments. I'm going to try to scale these down just a little bit more. If you have made it this far, drop that peach emoji down in the comments for the ladies' first episode. I hope you'll come back and join me for episode 2. While you're here, please check out some of my other content. Thank you. And before you go, like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you. Peace.